Explain to the court how we first met.
You were doing some legal work for my ex-husband's publishing firm.
At that time, you were problems with threats against your life.
Yes.
Your apartment had been vandalized, and there were death threats left in the apartment. On one occasion, written on a mirror. You at first thought that your ex-husband was the author of those messages. Matter of fact, we got a hold of the police, and they found out that he did indeed have a key to your apartment still.
Yes.
But it wasn't he who wrote those messages, was it? It was you.
Well, we learned that. I had knowledge of making threats against
No, but that was
my
the
life.
beginning of knowledge, was it not? It was the beginning of the knowledge of the disorder from which you were suffering. How was that diagnosed?
Well, actually, the diagnosis came after I left Capital City, when I moved here to Monticello with my son, Timmy.
No, you didn't come with Timmy. He was still in boarding school.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Go on.
For the first time in my life, here in Monticello, I had friends. People who cared about me, worried about me. They convinced me to go into therapy, psychiatric therapy.
With Dr. Quentin Henderson.
That's right, Dr. Henderson, who is a wonderful doctor.
And in therapy, you discovered that you were suffering from a psychiatric disorder known as multiple personality.
That's right.
Were you shocked when you learned the nature of your problem?
Well, at first I couldn't accept it. I refused to believe it, especially when I heard about all the things that the other personality supposedly had done.
What things do you recall?
They were stories, Mr. Drake, each one worse than the last. I don't recall anything. It was like hearing about another person, which of course Josie was.
Did you know that Josie dressed differently, that she wore heavier makeup, that she wore a dark wig?
I was told
Did you know that she drank heavily? She frequented bars, cocktail lounges, flirted openly with men, even married men?
I was told that.
Did you know that she shared an apartment with a notorious criminal named Gerald Kincaid?
I didn't know anything about
Did you know
this
that
apartment.
she was picked up once by the police in the company of Gerald Kincaid?
I was not aware of that.
Were you aware of the fact that the gun that Josie used to kill Mark Faraday was owned by Gerald Kincaid?
I don't... What? No, Gerald Kincaid. If I were to meet him today, I simply would not know him. I don't have any recollection of going to any apartment and getting any gun. I do not remember ever using any gun. I do not remember killing Mark.
May we have silence in the room, please? Please.
All right, Mrs. Faraday. Do you remember an incident when Mrs. Nancy Carr, your good friend, Mrs. Nancy Carr, came to visit you when your alter ego, Josie, was in full possession of your body?
Don't remember that. I've been told about it. I have no memory.
Well, I'm talking about the incident when Nancy, incidentally, she's one of the few people who've seen you as both Serena and Josie, removed the dark wig from Josie's head, revealing the fact that Josie and Serena are one and the same person. You don't remember that?
No.
You don't remember that Josie threatened Nancy Carr with a nail file?
No, I don't.
You do know, of course, that Josie is capable of such a thing. That Josie is capable of anything without hesitation, without moral reservation, without fear of consequence.
Yes, of course. Josie is. I'm not. And Josie's gone.
Isn't it true that your husband reinstituted court proceedings in order to regain custody of your child?
Yes, that's true.
In your opinion, why did he do that?
I think Mark wanted to hurt me.
Oh, so you feel that it was bitterness rather than parental love that was motivating it?
Yes, I honestly do believe that. Mark knows that Timmy is the only thing in the world that matters to me. He knew it would have been the best way to hurt me.
Why do you suppose that he figured that he could win that battle in view of the original court ruling?
Because he had learned about me the same thing that I had learned myself.
That you were suffering from a psychiatric disorder known as multiple personality.
He knew I was ill. He knew I was in treatment. I think he thought that that would make a court more sympathetic to his point of view, that I was unfit to take care of my son.
Well, there was some merit in that argument, was there not?
I was sick. I was trying to get well.
Yes, but while you were going through therapy, you might have jeopardized the health of your son.
I would never have hurt Timmy.
No, not knowingly, of course. But then Josie might not be the same kind of mother that you are.